channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to another video by your girl. And if you're just passing by, hopefully you like what you see, and if you like what you see, subscribe. So in today's video, we'll be talking about things to consider when apartment hunting. So if you're looking for an apartment, probably a house and a little condo, anything in those elements, anything related in that regard, this video is mainly for you. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Y'all know the vibes is that 6 times tension. So I've jotted down a couple of things as per usual, nothing new. So the first thing that I have jotted down is know your budget and stick to it. So if you are going to, you need to also identify if you are buying or you're renting to buy. Those 3 things: rent, renting to buy, or buying. So you need to figure out which category you fall under and know your budget and stick to it. So if you say, for example, I'm buying a house or I'm buying an apartment, my budget is from 500,000 to $1 million. Stick to it. You can go between 500,000 to $1 million. You have ranges within that, and check out apartments or houses that are within that. So if you're saying you're buying, check between 500,000 to $1 million and work around your budget around that, so that you don't necessarily go over budget, but it's between those. Don't go over $1 million. If you know your budget starts with 500,000 to $1 million, don't go over budget and look for houses that are within 1.1 million, 1.2 million, 2 million, 5 million, when your budget literally starts with 500,000. So you see, work within your budget and stick to it. So if, for example, you want to rent, how much are you willing to rent, and what type of rental are you looking for? Are you looking for something that's fully furnished? Are you looking for something that's non-furnished? Are you looking for ground level, first level, rooftop? What are you looking for? So what is your ranges? So would your range start from 2,000 to 10,000? Would your range start from 6,000 to 12,000? I know people that are paying like 13K for rent. That's somebody's bond, my babe. That is somebody's bond. 13K, that is somebody's bond. That is somebody's bond with 6,000. Let's say 6,000 is the bond. 6,000 could be for medical. You could be paying for 2 things, but you're paying 1 rent. I'm not judging you or anything, because safety comes first. If it's like in a estate or whatever, I get you. Like, your security comes first. Like, you're prioritizing certain things, like no load shedding, for example, no water crisis, no crime. You're prioritizing that. I get that, but it's costing you more than you are realizing when you could just buy a house. So stick to your budget. And if, let's say, you're looking for something furnished, what's your budget? Something non-furnished, what's your budget? If you're looking for something that's like not furnished, you also need to budget for furniture if you don't have. If you have, that's great, that's perfect. But if you don't have, budget for it. Because things are not cheap in this day and age. You need to budget for literally everything. You need to budget for your furniture. Like, if, for example, you have furniture, you could sell that furniture to get furniture that you would desire, right? Second one is calculate moving fees. If you are moving from one place to another place, or from one province to another province, or countries or whatever, you need to calculate your moving costs. You need to see how much stuff you have and how much it's going to cost you to move. Literally, you need to know that, because you can't say that you're gonna see and initially you don't see. So you need to budget. You need to plan that, okay, if I'm gonna pay for this much for rent, deposit, that's what you also need to budget for. You need to budget for a deposit if you rent. If you are not renting, you're buying, what do you need to pay for? Except like taxes and municipality fees. That's all, right? So you need to pay for your deposit, your rent, your moving fee, which is the people that are going to move your furniture. And then if you have furniture, but you have to have something to travel with, because what do you mean? Your clothes. And then you have to have budget for getting things in your new place. So initially, that's why it makes moving so hard. Like, this is why you shouldn't pressure yourself to move, because you see your mates are doing better, you see other people doing better, and you feel like, I need to move. Don't do that to yourself, eh? Don't do that to yourself, because you're gonna regret it at the end. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what's their budget, you don't know their money, their income, or they're getting helped at home or whatever, and then you want to force yourself to move because of that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Third thing is ask about parking. If you have a car and you have a partner that has a car, friends, family that have a car, ask about the parking situation so that you know. Initially, where I stayed at Rest, there was no parking at all, so you would have to inform like the caretaker, listen, my parents are coming, can somebody please open for me so that I can park the car? Fine. So if you move into a apartment, you need to know, is there one carport, two carports, none? What is happening? Do they want because I know if you're looking at like places, they do initially say that, this is in terms of rate, they do state that, okay, we'd prefer females over males, we prefer somebody who has a car or over somebody who doesn't have a car, or vice versa. We prefer somebody who doesn't have kids to somebody who has kids. We prefer this, somebody who's working more than somebody who's a student or self-employed. Such things, you know, some of them state, some of them don't state, hence why you have to ask, because I don't think they would necessarily state everything in their advert. They just want people, bro. So when you go to view the place, you need to ask. If you have a car, you need to ask. Also, if you don't have a car, you also need to ask, because you have a partner, you have family, you have friends that have cars. So when they visit you, where the hell are they gonna park? Are they gonna park outside the street? Where are they gonna park? Is there an alternative place of parking if they cannot park inside? Right. Next one is ask about the pet policy, especially if you are somebody who has pets. For example, I would want pets if I'm buying, not if I'm renting, because pets are pets. They're non-controllable. They destroy everything and anything. So now imagine you're renting and now you have a dog and the dog is messing up the yard. You always have to maintain that. Now you have to include that in your budget. If it wasn't in your budget, if it is in your budget, sharp, cool, fine. But the thing is, have a pet when you're buying, not when you're renting. That's my advice. Literally, that's my advice, because when the dogs are teething, I don't know about cats, I'm not a cat person, but initially ask about the pet policy. Do they allow pets? If you have a pet, they don't allow pets. Is there a pet on the premises? Because sometimes you get those places where, if you're not searching at an apartment complex, you get those standalone houses that has a cottage and then the owners have a pet. You need to find out if they have a pet or what type of pets do they have. If they have multiple or if they have singular pets. And then if you are allergic to dogs or you're afraid of dogs, don't consider that. Cats, same, parrots, whatever they have, you need to ask about those. I feel like it's vital. For me, what is vital is if I'm gonna, let's say, find a place and go to a cottage or whatever, first thing I'm gonna ask is, are there pets allowed or are there pets there? If yes, there are pets there, what do they have? Because I'm not gonna go to a place where there are cats because I'm allergic to cats. Secondly, I'll go to places where they have dogs because I'm not allergic to dogs. I'm not afraid of dogs. I have dogs. I'm familiar with dogs, but also I have to also be cognizant of the fact that does any of my family members are English? Are any of my family members afraid of dogs? Yeah, my little sister. So now how are we gonna work around that? Fine. And then what else? Are my friends afraid of dogs? How are we gonna work around that? My partner. So you see, if you are moving, you need to literally think about everyone else, but also put yourself first in a sense. So you see. Next one is consider the amenities. On the amenities, like when the child should go out, the gardening, it's like utilities in a sense, right? Yes. Or what's on the premises. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I'm gonna skip that because I ain't sure. I think that's the amenities, like the garbage disposal, Wi-Fi, if there's Wi-Fi, if there's somebody who cleans, the gardening and all of that. I think that's that. I guess sure. And let me actually Google it. I don't know why I'm confused about what are amenities. Is it the same as utilities? My phone is slow. Is it the same as utilities? That's what I'd initially like to know. Okay, let's see. Entities describe a usable feature or functioning of the building. Like your location. Okay. Basically what facilities in the yard or in the building that you can use, like is there a pool area, is there a restaurant, is there where kids can play, all of those, depending on who you are, what are you looking for. So yeah, basically that's that. Next one is read the lease terms. Read. Listen, do not just sign, or if you're in a hurry, do not just sign. Read. My advice to you as an individual is to read before you sign anything, especially with the lease conditions. For example, the lease agreement could say that you should give a 30-day notice, but until they find a new occupant, you are liable. You skip that, and then now you leave, and you still need to pay that because they don't have an occupant, so you need to pay for that. And now you don't know. You wouldn't want to get yourself in such a situation. I'm afraid to say that you wouldn't want to get yourself in such a situation because it would be an uncomfortable situation for you. Financially, it would fuck you over, basically. So then read. What are the rules of the premises? What are the rules of the rules of the house or the rules of the premises, because you are the one that's gonna make the rules of the damn house. So what are the rules of the premises, party wise, drinking wise, all of those. Like if you are a smoker, there's the facilities allow smoking, drinking and all of that. But I think at this day and age, you can't control me if I'm drinking. I need a bev every day just to relax. Like just to think straight. So fine, parties, no parties, I get that. That's understandable because a bad thing means loud noises. So you need to be cognizant of your neighbors within the facility that you are in and outside of the facility that you are in, because bad thing means noise. Bati means noise for the people around you and that are surrounding you. Surround and around you is one thing, it could be one thing. So yeah. Next one is make a list of non-negotiables in terms of what you want. What do you want? Like if you want a specific place, area, location, whatever, let it not change. Also, you need to be closer to school if you are in university, college, varsity, technicon, whatever they call it these days. If you're working, you need to be closer. Guys, as much as the places where you stay closer to work, school, and whatever are expensive. It's better than staying like an hour away. Traffic. Being stuck in traffic in the morning, or rather, not even being stuck in traffic. The fact that you have to wake up at 4 in the morning, yet work starts at 8, because of the fact that you are an hour away. You wake up at 4, you need to dress up, you need to eat, you need to prepare and do everything. You're out of the house at 5, you get to where you're going at probably 7. Work starts at 8, you're an hour early, you're sleepy, you're tired, you're moody because why you woke up early. I know people that it's not like it's a must, but it's advisable. Next one is be considerate of your neighbors. Consider the I'm lying. Consider the neighborhood. Location. Location is important. 1, do you know the suburb? Do you know the area? Not necessarily who, because you're gonna stay alone. You need to be cognizant of that. Like, is it closer to work? Is it closer to school? The neighborhood, is it a safe neighborhood? What are the crime stats? Is it safe to walk alone? Is it safe to charter a taxi, an Uber at night? Is it safe to be out at night? Is it safe to be out during the day? Is it safe? Is it safe for you as a female? Is it safe for you as a child? Is it safe for you as a man? Is it just safe? If I'm walking down the street, I know nobody's gonna snatch me or my belongings. I'm not saying walk around holding your phone. No, there's no way in this country you can do that. But be cognizant. Not if you're walking, you're jumpy like, damn, somebody could follow me, somebody could jack me. No, can you walk around in the neighborhood at peace, be calm, be okay? What I've noticed about me is that everywhere I move, I'm in a busy place. Love it for myself. I'm in a busy place. At home, I stay in the main street where everyone has to go to get to school, work, everywhere, shops, everywhere. You need to pass my house to go where you're going. Same with where I stayed for rest. You needed to pass there in order to go to shops and all of that. Same where I stayed last year. You needed to go. That area was okay. There was a high school where I used to stay, so it was a busy area. So when you went to the shop, when you went to school, when you yada, it was like the main street. Even where I'm staying now, it's the main street. So you see, like, be cognizant of that, because if you do that, it means that there are high chances of you being safe, because there's always people around. But when people are around, it doesn't mean shit, because you can get jacked and nobody will save your stupid ass. Because what? We mind our business. Because you know what? If I try to save you and I get jacked, it's like, fuck you, and then fuck them niggas. Basically. Anyway, next one is make a list of questions that you are going to ask when you view the place. Ask about, is it a safe neighborhood? Ask about alarm systems. Ask about if there's a service that patrols. Ask about, is there rodents, is there pests? Ask about, how are the neighbors? Ask about, is it a loud neighborhood? Is it a quiet neighborhood? Ask about literally anything that you can possibly ask of. Make a list, because you know what you're looking for, right? You know what you're looking for, and then you know what you want, you know what you need, and you definitely know what you don't want. What you don't want, it should be a list, and you should go ask there. Everything you don't want and everything you want and everything you need should be a whole list. You should combine everything and ask questions when you get there. Be like, listen, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And also, it's important to book a viewing. When you go on private property, property 24, what else is there? Okay, I find my places, depending on what you type, I find my places on rent uncle, and then there's a part where it says click to private property, and then you can contact the agent and whatever. But the moment it says junk mail or Gumtree, run for your black life. Run. Do not click on anything that says junk mail. Anything that says Gumtree, nyaqela, please use your medulla oblongata, use your brain, use this, use it. Sebenzisa ikhanda lakho. Please, like, I'm begging, bro, I'm begging you. Listen, private property 24 are your go-tos, and you can check out places that are reputable, like the parks, for instance, yada yada yada. Yeah, so book a viewing to go see the place. Don't just go off pictures and yeah, that's my place. Go check out the place. What is on pictures and what is in real life are two different things, my boy. Go see it for yourself. Go be like, yes, I want that place. No, I don't want that place. Yes, I like this, I didn't like that. That's why you need to go view as many places as possible until you find the right place. Whether it's that you're buying a home or you're renting. Even if you're renting, you need to be comfortable with where you're renting, because that's going to be your home away from home, you know. Next one is take pictures and observe the details. Take pictures when you're viewing the place. And also, when you move in, take pictures. And let me tell you something. You need to have pictures of before, during, and after. Before is when you're viewing, before is when you're moving in, during when you're here, the duration that you're here. After is when you've packed out and moved down in this. You're going to compare after and before. So that Uskati, yeah, you broke this, yeah. It's like pictures are here you go, evidence. You're protecting yourself as an individual, especially when you're renting. When you're buying you can fix it. You're the owner. You're the freaking mother. You're the motherfucking owner. You're the owner. But if you're renting, you need to protect yourself in all aspects. Right. Next one is, okay, it's the same as reading the lease. It's understanding the lease. You need to understand what you're signing. Please. If you are reading it and you don't understand it, ask your parents. Ask your uncles. Ask your aunts. Ask a lawyer if you don't understand. Last one is walk around the area. Walk around the premises that you're going to go rent in. Walk around the neighborhood. See it for yourself. Feel it for yourself. If you are familiar with this area, for example, if you're familiar with Sandton, Bryanston, Roodepoort, and all of these places, if you're familiar with the area, that's fine, and you know where everything's located, that's fine. But walk around your area to see if it's safe, especially at night, because we go to clubs, bro, we go to restaurants, we go out, and then we come back late, and what if it's not safe? That's the problem. But anyway, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you took this information and you ran with it, and I hope that it helps you. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye.